Wai sanara de halo la he kusoro huna did aya gunara amen. Amen amen. I see truly I tell you I am nervous, very very nervous to this works where they are sending me right now. So as daily every time when it's getting near because it should be on some Saturday night where we are leaving here, we're going throughout as is stated and Zechariah, go throughout the earth. It's Michael and Gab. When Michael saw Alva Archer, he went gliding into him, and this is what he said: "Go throughout the earth." And he connection to me. I get that from him as the ribbon of lasso of truth, which is the fifth seal. Because this is so much work that I'm doing right now, and just my tears keep falling. Because if you see here, it says for chariots, and this is what Michael said to um, uh, Alba Archer or Agshekeloh. Through Gabriel says, go throughout the earth. Gabriel, because I am the spirit of Gabriel. When you say spirit of Gabriel, a book and Agshekeloh or Alba Archer, to finish the work and finish the book of his. And AJ, his son, and because children becomes very very naughty right now, there. And then it is the judgment for the resurrections of the second dead. And what I am going throughout when I go out, because three of us are go, because my aunt is the one who is taking me or doing all this for you. It is her that doing all this for you, while I'll only have to take the covenant. So for the kuya brother Adonai see the fifth seal, because this is should be an agshekeloh, and kuya Adonai sees the fifth seal, which I'm getting in where we're going in Katbalogan, because that is where I left my another spirits. And what is this my other parts, my other parts. So when you see another parts, it is where I was baptized in this end or came out from the womb, which is in Sacred Heart of Mary. The church, or what you call the hospital, is called Sacred Heart of Mary, which is the church also where they take me to have baptized is the same name, the Sacred Heart of Mary. So that's Sacred Heart, Sacred Heart. To Jesus says, the He and I, the first one who was resurrected for 3 days and 3 days, and I 3 days as well. Because that is the why 3 days and 3 nights is because 3.5 days as what you call it in the world, 3 days. It's the symbol of the 7 days from Lazarus. Ribbon cutting. Like ribbon cutting. 7 days from Lazarus, 3 days for the first arise, 3 days for the second arise, bride of Christ. That is the meaning of bride of Christ, humans. Bride of Christ is first one who died for 3 days, resurrected. Second died for 3 days, resurrected. That is the meaning of the husband and wife. He and I, 3 days and 3 days, died. We are dead for 3 days and 3 nights, as in dead. Our bodies were kept untouched for 3 days. Just as I, untouched, since the day I left the body and went to heaven for 3 days and 3 nights. The whole, meaning to say all. Now is all, and we are all here. Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. That is what Father said to those in the beginning, the sons and daughters. What you did for me as Jesus, you did for my Papa. You know? You did for my Papa. For I was hungry and you give me nothing to eat. I was thirsty and you give me nothing to eat. And this is about my post as well that I said, if I could do something, what I said, if only I could do something now in this abode, I won't let my tribe suffer, but give the humanity what they made me hated and despised, killed as Messiah. I comply books that aren't ours because you say so. Who is this saying so? My Papa, my fathers, you know? Books that are not mine because this is fifth seal is for Kuya Donaisi and this go throughout the earth. This is about the four apocalypses, the he and the him. You know? Kuya Brother Adonaisi, I, Jesus, and agshekeloh. You know? But because He is our God, we follow and obey. Why? Because since the day He finished His cultivating, He is not like us. Why? He achieved all the powers that should be His. You know, as he is the first, you know, the first. So this is why I am reversing this. Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of those brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. Those who didn't do nothing for me, I will say, depart from me, you who are cursed, into this isn't eternal life anymore, humans. This is reality life that people will be going to be shoved into the hellfires of the earth. You know? Because only through by fire, the world will be cleansed. Only through by water, the world will be baptized. You know, to the angels and prophets and saints, I am taking them, and this is the work of the prostitute and the collector. You know, another thing. That is why I say my father is adding up so much work in me, but it just makes me funny because the other day I was crying and now I feel like it's trailing. It's just, suffering is trail for me. It's just, I'm just missing them every time they come near, see me, but I cannot hold them. It makes me miss them more, you know. So, like him, he's around me, but I can't even touch him. I can't even grasp him, you know. I can't grasp him. We speak, but I did something, and he don't like the smell of because I curled my hair, and he don't like the smell of the smell of the medications into that, and he was so angry at me. He's making my chest really, really blazing because that is he is, you know. He is blazing on fire, almost there now. His eyes is almost whole. Like when he opens it, basically like the serpent that blazing, you know, his eyes is like this, going blazing like a serpent. That when he opens his eyes, it is blazing, and then his chest is full of covenants. When you say covenants, it is heart of thorns because that is where his spirit's heart is, in the middle of the chest. You know, that is the true Christ heart is in the middle, meaning to say humans we balances, you know, balance like a scale of the body. But he, because he is the punisher, it is in the middle of his, while I'll in the middle because I balance him, you know. And this is why those who are sending me donations, preparing for this work, I thank you for your help, Kuyas, for this because, on the way it takes many hours and I don't like asking my aunt, so I like to have my, at least, packet what I can get, what I need, you know, for the job, for the works. So thank you, brothers and sisters, for your help as my sisters who are, whatever you did for whatever you did for me is you are doing for my Father, who are sending me to go throughout the earth as this. To go throughout the earth to prepare hell and Hades. Hell and Hades are also meant because I am death, you know. Hell and Hades and death, Death is another spirit that are placed in territory of Katbalogan Samar, you know. Katbalogan Samar is where another death, because there are like 15 deaths, 15 hades, and 15 hellfires, you know. It is the symbol of the 15 passion of the cross of the you called GSUS, you know. The 15 stations of the cross, 15, a territory. Meaning to say, humans, I got already most of them, and then Kuya Donaisi has the rest, and I have the rest, and Agshekeloh has his child, which is AJ, the another covenant, what you call the integrated part of this, and Ashley, his daughter, and his you know, I wouldn't say the other one because they are now, you know. So this work of mine is for the tribe that should suffer upon the coming of their Lord. But the devil, here, stated here, but the devil and their angels that are making us suffer in the world where we shouldn't suffer but them. You know, so thank you everyone for your help. And in a few next few days, I will start my travel wherever they are sending me as Michael, gliding to me as Agshekeloh, or what you call Alva Archer, AAA, saying, go throughout the earth and let Maya know.